What benefits do you get when you manage your time well? Are there any benefits? I want you to take time to list those benefits before I give my version of the notes. So take a minute or two, list the benefits of time management. What do you get when you manage your time well? As a student, as an employee, as an employer, as a farmer. Now, we have the principle by somebody called Pareto, and this principle suggests that 80% of output is produced by 20% of input. So input which 20% produces 80% output, and they also say that 80% of the outcome are from 20% of process. Look at those quotations, then 80% of contribution comes from 20% of the potential contribution available. Now, basically, it's giving us a summary of time benefits of time management that we are going to explore in this discussion. So you need to, the 20% that you have in your input brings about the output, the outcomes, and even the contribution. So it's just about 20% of your input that brings the output. 20% of the causes brings about 80% of the outcomes. Now, that aside, we are saying that this course is important to students, to teachers, and to people that are working in industries, organizations, the companies, etc. Now, in this case, we are also arguing that we shall offer certificates of participation. So those who participate in these sessions will be awarded the certificates of attendance by the institution that is training you. Then this session on benefits of time management will take approximately 1 hour. We're going to spend an hour here talking about the questions of the benefits of time management. Now, then we have this as our learning outcomes. By the end of the training, the trainee should be able to. So the first one is that you are supposed to explain the general benefits of time management, then outline the individual benefits of time management. So by the end of the session, then you need to explain those benefits of time management. Those are our learning outcomes in this session. There are two. Now, the first benefit of time management is that you'll be able to deliver projects on time. Deliver projects on time. They can be projects on the construction, projects on reading, projects on discussion, etc. So allocating a finite time period tasks helps you complete them on time. So if you allocate a finite time period to activities, to tasks, help you to complete them on time. So you need to allocate specific times to the given activities. Then it also helps you to manage your workload. You are able to manage the workload. So when you allocate time to activity, then you are able to manage your workload in the most effective way. Then when you have time box tasks, your brains get wired to follow the structure and accomplish those activities within the desired time frame. Thus, you can easily deliver work on time if you have managed your time well. So managing your time well will help you deliver the projects on time. And once your mind is programmed, you program your mind on what you are going to do, then it will be easier on your part to complete the tasks on time. You get easier time to complete tasks. So delivering projects on time. So then it also provides quality of work. Now, as a dedicated and a committed employee, you are expected to provide work of a certain quality and standards. So employers are looking for people who can provide a work of a certain quality and a certain standard. With the proper utilization of time and prioritization of activities, one can easily provide a better quality of work. So if you utilize your time well, you have your priorities right, then it is easy for someone to provide a quality work. Then prioritization helps you focus on important tasks by keeping them the highest priority, which enables you to work on them with full attention and focus. Hence, the quality of work is improved. So, what we are arguing here is that for the quality of work to improve, then focus on prioritize the tasks by focusing on important tasks, by keeping them the highest priority to enable you work on them with full attention and focus. So the second benefit is it provides quality of work through prioritization, which brings about focus. So quality of work is what the employers are looking for. The quality of work is what the employers are looking for in institutions, organizations, and even the companies. So far so good. We have talked about the benefits that we talked of the completion of projects on time. Then it helps us to provide a quality work. So those are the two benefits of time management. So it also leads to less stress and anxiety. So another benefit of time managing time well is that it leads to less stress and anxiety. There are times when employees feel overwhelmed due to too much work on their plates. This can not only hamper your productivity, but also take a toll on your overall health. It can affect your health. So excessive stress and hypertension can lead to heart diseases, depression, obesity, and more. Know what to do. You can reduce unnecessary stress and tensions from your life. Now, sometimes if you have a lot of work to partake, it leads to some form of stress. And the stress and that when you are having stress, so you feel the way you don't so stress at stress so that will lead to a stress and even anxiety. Then we have the next issue or the next aspect. So we are saying that it leads to more opportunities in the career growth. So it will lead to more opportunities in the career growth. So you will grow in a career if you manage your time well. A good time managers grow in terms of the career, and therefore being punctual with your work will not only increase your effectiveness but help you earn a good reputation at work. So you earn a good reputation at work from your employers. Then when managers and seniors know that you always complete your tasks on time, it could lead the way for more promotional opportunities at work. So the question of promotion comes in to get promoted because you are a good time manager. You're a good time manager. So poor time managers sometimes do not get promoted easily. Now, I want you to think about the benefits we have talked about. Then we are going to proceed. Take some 2 minutes, think about the benefits. You can discuss with your friends. You can write them down. Then we shall move on to another aspect, another benefit of time management. Now, I hope you have written down or you have talked about or shared with your friend the benefits of time management that we have just talked about in a few minutes. So you must have come up with such a benefit that we talked about earlier. It leads to the production of quality work, completion of projects on time. It also leads to less stress and anxiety, and it leads to career growth. Those are the benefits I think that we have talked about in this session. So then benefit number 5 is more productivity and efficiency. More productivity and efficiency. So it leads to one being more productive and efficient in carrying out the tasks. So it is no secret that effective management of time or time management skills make you more productive and efficient as a working professional. So you become more productive and efficient. These skills are helpful in helping you finish tasks as early as possible without compromising on the quality of work. So you don't compromise on the quality of work. Then your overall productivity often goes for a toss when you are working on an important task, but effective time management skills let you tick off tasks that are both important and urgent on time. So if you manage your time well, then you'll be able to complete both important and urgent tasks. So the important and urgent tasks on time will be completed because you are a good time manager. So you are a good time manager because you work towards clearing both important and urgent tasks on a given time. So we advise that people should take time as a serious resource for purpose of being productive and efficient. Now, if you fail to manage your time well, then you might not be productive and efficient, so to speak. So then we managing time well leads to less procrastination. Now, who can remind us what we said about procrastination in the last session? What is procrastination? So in the question of procrastination, we are saying that somebody will say, I'll do it later. So to procrastinate is to postpone. And this is an excuse that we all have made at some time. So I made this excuse at some time in our life. So the meaning of time management is not just about doing more in less time, but to reduce the urge to delay and procrastinate over important tasks. So applying good time management tricks enable you as a founder leader or employee to work smarter rather than harder. So you'll be able to work smarter rather than being rather than harder. So being smart means that you have the plan for working. So there is a plan, there is a preferred plan, there is an order, and that helps us to do away with the questions of procrastinating. So it instantly eliminates procrastination by ensuring that you are familiar with the tasks added in your to-do list and when it needs to be finished. So less procrastination on issues that happen or take place in organization is another benefit of time management. Now let's look at this photo again, and this is an effect, the photo used in the last session. So that is a photo. Look at that photo again. I'm playing this. I'm showing this photo for a number of times so that you understand how multitasking can be a harm to your health, can make you disorganized. So look at that photo again briefly, then we proceed. Now, you have interacted with the photo again, then we are showing that a photo here to teach you on what are the effects of procrastination. Effects of procrastination lead to such a pressure an issue. So if you procrastinate, then you'll have a lot of work, a jungle of work to do, a lot of work, and you now start that's when multitasking, carrying out many duties at the same time, because there are now deadlines. The manager is saying that you must finish this task by the end of the day. Because you procrastinated, you postponed at the time when you are supposed to do that task. So then another activity comes in, and you are told by the manager, you need to finish this duty by the end of the day or by the end of 2 hours. You need to do this by tomorrow. So you see, you are having a lot of work. a lot of work on the table, then you start multitasking so that you beat the deadlines, to meet the deadlines also, so to speak. So these are effects of procrastination, and we are saying that one benefit of time management is that it leads to avoidance of procrastination. Don't procrastinate so that you start multitasking the duties. So that's a photo that will help you learn something about the question of procrastination. And you can also see from that photo that person is really stressed, is having massive stress on what should be done. And maybe the person that is coming there is the manager who has come to find out what this guy is doing. So we have another benefit is that this improved quality of life. So life is improved. So effective time management skills don't just benefit your professional life, but can also improve your life outside of the office. So effective time management improves your life outside the office, not necessarily professional life. So it can improve your professional life by being promoted. The manager can promote you. You can get some promotion here and there because you are a good time manager, you are a good timekeeper. And by doing that, it can also improve your life outside the office. Now, how can this improve your life outside the office? One, you can now have enough time to do your personal activities. You can have to partake the activities such as your businesses. You can have businesses done. You can run also to manage the family because you have spare time for doing your personal activities in life. Now then, if you keep things under control in the professional front, you get more time to focus on your personal life and relationships. Then knowing the fact that tasks and activities are on track will bring a sense of calmness in your personal life. Then as you feel calmer, the less stressed out, your quality of life improves automatically. So in personal life, we are talking about basically the health will improve, your relationship with people will improve because you have time for other people. Your family will also do well because you have some good time to take care of your family because you have managed your time appropriately. So improved quality of life. Then next, we are saying that there is also more time for leisure and recreation, more time for leisure and recreation. So leisure is about part-time activities or activities that are done for pleasure, for relaxation. So then if you say you manage your time well, then you'll get also some time for leisure and recreation. So people need to have some leisure activities, some form of recreation to relieve the tension, the pressure from work. And that's why in some organizations, even many organizations near entirely all, there is a time for an outing. People go out. There's a time for breaks. There's a time for a leave. So people are given some leaves. So you are given a leave to partake other activities away from a professional life. So people are given leaves, and by being given the leave, then you will take time for recreation and for leisure activities with your people. So then we ask this: when was the last time you had time for yourself, doing things that you really enjoy? So this question was asked to somebody, and he said he was sincere and said he can't remember right when he had time for things he does well. He can't remember at all. Then fortunately, with good time management, you get more free time in your day to do the leisure and recreation activities that make you happy. So if you manage your time well, then you have some little time for leisure activities and recreation activities. Ultimately, this helps you to create the perfect balance by working smart all day and having a reward of your choice in return. So managing time well will create some time for leisure and recreation activities. So people need to engage into leisure activities and recreation activities to meet with the people and socialize. So by managing time well, then you have that time for leisure and recreation. But if you don't manage the time well, then you find that the time for leisure then on your part is used for uh, working, doing professional duties, doing assignments that had maybe postponed. So you need to work very smart to ensure that you have some little time for leisure activities. So you have time for leisure activities. So leisure relieves some tension, some stresses of life, etc. So then the next benefit that it builds a good reputation. Managing time well builds a good reputation. You build a good reputation. So when you have good time management skills, they enable you to honor and meet the deadlines. So you are able to meet the deadlines set, and by getting to meet the deadline, then you will have a good reputation with your employers, your seniors. You will have a good name. And sometimes we say that a good name is better than riches. So a good name is better than riches. So you'll be able to have a good reputation or having a good name, so to speak. So showing that by having a good time management skill, it also helps to build good reputation and show that you can be trusted with the responsibility. So there is the question or the issue of trust. So people can trust you with the responsibility because you are a good time manager. You'll be trusted with the responsibilities. So the question of building reputation is also another aspect of another benefit of time management. So then we proceed to another concept. We're going to give a summary of time management by using a few quotes and a few statements here and there. But before we give this summary, I want you to take time to think about the benefits that we have talked about. So think about the benefits you can share with your friends. You can write them down. You can discuss with people around and find out if you have mastered the benefits of time management. So this is a practical session, is a practical course, is a practical training. Therefore, it's my plea to you that you make these issues quite practical. So, but think about the benefits that you have just highlighted in the 2 minutes by sharing with your friends, writing them down. Then we pick up on this, we do the summary of time, of the benefits of time management in a short while. Now, I hope you have written down the benefits, or you have shared with your friend the benefits of time management that we have just talked about in the few minutes ago. So we want to switch direction to something else. We are doing a summary of the benefits of time management. So we have this summary here that you have given. So time management is prioritizing and planning tasks and activities, the ability to say no, limiting interruptions, making good investment of time, and controlling time carefully. By time management leads to helps you to prioritize, helps you to plan for tasks and activities. You also be able to say no. It limits interruptions. It also leads to good investments. Leads to good investments. So this is the benefit number one on time management. Then benefit number two, another benefit number two on the summary is your greatest asset is your earning ability. Your greatest resource is your time. So you'll also see time as a resource if you manage your time well. So time, it becomes a resource. And since it becomes a resource, then it leads you to earn a salary. So you'll be able to earn a salary because you are able to manage your time well. So people earn a salary because of the manner in which they manage their time. You cannot actually earn if you are not managing your time. Employers need and they require people who are good time managers. So since next is that since time management is really life management, so take seriously that the time management is life management. Improving your personal productivity is examination of your values. So time management leads to improvement of personal productivity, and this also calls for your values, your personal values. The next is that time management philosophy that aims to provide the user with maximum focus and a creative freshness, therefore thereby allowing them to complete projects faster with less mental fatigue. So you see, we talked of completion of projects on time. You are able to complete the projects on time by when you manage your time well, you complete the projects, the said projects on time. So then the secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine. So here, the focus is on improving your life. So you'll only improve your life by managing your daily routine, which calls for time, which is basically the time that we are referring to. So the only secret to your future is hidden in your daily routine. So you need to have your routine right. You need to have a clear routine, make it organized so that it helps you improve your future life. It helps one to improve his future life. So that's the basis of the future. You can only improve your future by managing your time on a daily basis. So our future is basically the concept of time. A good future is the concept of time. So people who enjoy the future sometimes have at one point managed their time well in the society. So then another quote, we have a quotation by Murphy from Murphy's laws, say that before you do anything, you have to do something else first. Listen to that again. Before you do anything, you have to do something else first. So it's not possible to manage your time properly unless you know exactly what your values are. So it's not possible to manage your time properly unless you get to know exactly what your values are. So you can only manage your time well if you know your values. Now, say for example, your target is to become the manager or the director of a company. Then it's not a question of time, but it begins with the values. So once you have the values right, then you'll have to manage your time well. So that's why Murphy say that before you do anything, you have to do something else first. So before you become the manager, you must have been maybe a supervisor somewhere. So you don't just wake up one morning, then you become a manager of a given company. But that's not a big issue that we are belaboring here. We are trying to also add or say that it's not possible to manage your time unless you know exactly what your values are. What are your values? What are your set values on life? We have the values of hard work, commitment, dedication, among other values. So you need to set your values right first before you do the other activities, so that if your values stand out, then you'll be able to manage your time properly, accordingly, as expected. But if you don't have the values, then you'll have trouble managing your time. You'll have a lot of trouble managing your time. So we have spent some minutes here on the benefits of time management. I also want to put a disclaimer here. I want also to encourage you so that you ought to make these things applicable. Apply these things in life, and you'll see how effective you'll become. So apply all these concepts that you have talked about on time management, and it will be easier for you to run your life smoothly. You'll not have issues with the people in the society because you have managed your time appropriately. So we want to end there for this session. Then we shall pick up another time and look at some aspect of bad time management. Aspects of bad time management.